It has come to my attention that I may not be getting my point across as effectively as I'd hoped to. I've made quite a few videos about how dieting can actually hold people back from their goals and how it can be even more unhealthy than being obese sometimes. I use phrases like true health and heal your relationship with food a lot, but I'm realizing that I haven't really done a good job at explaining what that actually means. My name is Maria Gazin. I'm an exercise scientist and a nutrition specialist. Go ahead and click the link below to check out my website and find more out about my background, as well as training options and nutrition counseling. If you've been struggling with your weight for a long time, you've tried everything, nothing works, you're completely defeated, you've lost all hope in ever having the ability to make confident decisions about food, and whenever you try the next thing, you're just waiting for it or you to fail, I understand. We have been relentlessly subjected to misinformation, biased recommendations, and dangerous mindsets for our entire lives. We've gone through so many eras of health, from low fat diets to high fat diets, from no meat to only meat, from Slimfast and Lean Cuisines to paying a lot of money for professionally curated meal plans, from eating a bunch of small meals per day to fasting for most of the day. And now people want us to be worried about seed oils and oxalates and anti-nutrients. The point is confusion. All of these eras have been sponsored by people and companies that are just trying to make money. Basically, you've struggled so much because everything you've learned about health has been brought to you by an agenda. In my most recent video on Instagram, I talked about my struggles with self image and the dangerous tactics that I tried to reach what I perceived as health. It resonated with a lot of you, but I want to be crystal clear about the fact that I had to change my entire perspective around health in order to find success that I am 100% confident will continue for the rest of my life. All of the eras of health that I mentioned earlier have one thing in common. They encourage complete reliance on a thing that you have to do that you haven't been doing, and that's why you haven't found lasting success. They discourage self efficacy and confidence, and they prey on ignorance. And they've only gotten more clever with time to where they can convince you that their way is different from all the others. Like, are you tired of all the confusion? All you need to do is eat 200 grams of protein per day, and you'll be successful like this random person. That probably isn't even a real person. Just a side note, that would be an appropriate amount of protein per day if your goal weight was 220 pounds and you participated in intense physical activity every day or you were preparing for a physique competition. What I'm about to say, you're not going to like. In order to get where you want to be, you're going to have to do the hardest thing of all, and that's change your mindset. Your entire perspective needs to change, and that's terrifying, but it can be done. This is not a physical challenge, but a mental challenge. Also, there are no rules for what is allowed or not allowed during this process, and it is a process. Therapy can be a great tool to get to the root of your issues around food, and I highly recommend seeing someone if you can. There's no shame in utilizing weight loss drugs safely to help you because you know that you still need to do the work to get your mind right. Also, real progress is not linear. You have to give yourself a lot of grace to make mistakes. And that's how we learn. Your journey is yours and yours alone. It is not going to look like or be the same as anyone else's. And you have to figure out what is going to work for you. But that doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Very, very generally, this is what I would recommend for everyone. Your priorities should be, in this order, adequate sleep. For men, that's 7 to 8 hours per night. And for women, that's 8 to 9 hours per night. Proper hydration. That's at least 64 ounces of water or 8 glasses of water per day. Regular movement throughout your day. So that's the equivalent of 6,000 to 10,000 steps per day. Exercise and mobility. At least 75 to 300 minutes of cardio and 2 strength training days per week. Balanced nutrition, meaning protein and carbs and fats, vitamins and minerals. And finally, meditation. For weight loss specifically, when it comes to individual meals, stop thinking so much about restriction and just think more about additions. All meals should include protein and fiber. Nothing is off limits. Have pizza and have a salad. Have your mac and cheese and also have some chicken and broccoli. Take the time to make your food taste delicious. Eat slow and enjoy it to the very last bite. Learn to listen to your hunger cues and avoid boredom. Remember, the more gradual the weight loss, the more sustainable it will be. Also, you cannot lose weight without a calorie deficit, just like you can't gain weight without a calorie surplus. And finally, it is harder for some people to lose weight, but it is not impossible. These are all very basic and generalized recommendations and facts, but they're good to keep in mind in order to start changing your perspective and start learning about yourself and your needs. If you're interested in learning more about training and nutrition counseling with me, follow the link below to check out my website and keep your eye out for my next video on nutrition where I give an example of a week's worth of meal ideas. Thanks for watching.